The ESEE 4. Our goal for today is to make some survivor-related items. Don't discard the garbage around you. Figured I'd see if I can make a quick bow. This type of wood, in this type of environment, they have a lot of elasticity to it, meaning it's good to make a bow. So it's good for a bow, but it is a pain in the butt to chop with. That's some seriously hard wood. The cool thing about this blade actually is this serrated part here. I thought it would suck because most serrated, it really only is good for cutting string. Because it's kind of got that flat edge to it. It's easy to sharpen and it chops through wood really quick. Arrgh! Got it. I was walking along and I found a nice little straight stick. In this case, I've got a spindle for a bow drill. So I'm gonna chop this up. And the axle is the hardest part to come up with for a bow drill. So that's why I added it to my knife. Now I've always got one. Let's take a router to the micarta handle and just grind it down. I take the axle, stick it like that, and then I take a bow with 550 cord, pull it back and forth as this spins. Fortunately, I don't need a bow, but if I did, this would be a perfect one. If I were stuck out here, trying to think of what value I could gain from this environment, if you look over here, we've got a lot of these reeds. Either I can take this stuff and chop it up. You can take bundles of that and make it part of your floor elsewhere. You can also take this stuff and tie loops with 550 cord and make a roof out of it. It's essentially a thatched roof. So in a pinch, this actually makes great shelter, phenomenal insulation, good roofing material. Don't discard the garbage around you because it can be used in just various ways. This right here is a gold mine. You can do so many things with it. You make a litter out of it, make a shelter, make a trap, whatever you want to do. Let's take the bottle, cut it right around the edge, try to be nice and straight with it. That's nice and sharp. Push it inside it like that. And essentially what I've got there is a one-way valve. And again, if you put some sort of bait in there for the little fish, they'll swim in out of curiosity and they a lot of times won't swim out. Like I said, it's better to have a smaller lid, but that took me all of a few seconds to make a trap. I can set a bunch of these up and get a whole bunch of fish, and then I can use them for bait for my yo-yo trap. So let's set this, we'll stay close to it. And I'm all about something that will get me food while I'm busy making a shelter, whatever I gotta do. I'm just gonna baton with it. Basically that is ram it into a log and use it as a wedge. This is a pretty big log to be splitting with such a small knife, but we'll just see how it works out. Wow, pretty impressive actually. There you go. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to split it, but it worked perfect. The reason I want to do this is essentially because it opens up that heartwood and it gives me a medium-sized pieces of wood to burn in my fire. So that's why we would baton something like this. Should we go start a fire? Fire is probably one of the most important things that you have access to. Don't scrape the blade towards the kindling. Pull it away, okay? And now it's lit, okay? The spark hit the petroleum jelly in the cotton and now it's burning. And once it ignited, I blew through the bark and the oxygen moving through the bark lit that on fire, and now we've got a nice little setup. All that work for nothing. So my final on this is my favorite blade I own. I don't say that lightly. Really comfortable in the hand. I can choke up on it for fine and intricate work. And then I can come back down, I can hatchet with it, baton with it, and then I just use the crap out of it. This is one of my favorite knives, ESEE 4. That'll be it right there. The ESEE 4. If you don't have one, fix yourself. It's like a Timex, just takes a lick and keeps on ticking.